Okay, here's a slightly more difficult spinner problem. You'll see there are multiple sections of the probability density function where the height of the function is not constant. The question is, what is the probability that x will be between minus 2.38 up to 0.78, or from minus 1.87 to minus 0.02, and you have to round to 3 decimal places. So in this case, it's tougher to break down the regions. I'm just going to do this again here. So the first boundary is minus 2.38. The height from minus 2.38 is constant from that point all the way to minus 2. Then it's constant from minus 2 to minus 1. Then it's constant from minus 1 to 0, and then from 0 to 0.78. Okay, so the second region that we're dealing with starts at minus 1.87. I'm just going to maybe do that here. Minus 1.87. Then it's constant from that point to minus 1. Minus 1 to 0. Or you have to go from minus 1 to minus 0.02 here. Okay, and then you have to figure out the area where there is overlap, and you'll notice the entire area of the second portion here, so from minus 1.87 to minus 0.02, is inside the first area, which is minus 2.38 to 0.78. Okay, so because you have to subtract this entire thing later, it doesn't make sense to compute it. You can just do it without this part. Okay, because you're going to have to subtract that whole area later anyway, because it overlaps entirely with the first interval that you were given. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract boundary 1 values, which are the smaller values, from boundary 2 values. All the differences should be positive. The height of the function over that region, so from minus 2.38 to minus 2, it's 5 over 13. You still have to round it up to 4 decimal places, because that's what Mathematica counted as correct, and that's what Mathematica is using. From minus 2 to minus 1, it's 2 over 13. So up to 4 decimal places is 15.1538. From minus 1 to 0, it's 1 over 13. And from 0 to 1, it's again 5 over 13. So I'm just going to use that value that I used previously. Okay. So the probability is height times width. Okay, so these are the probabilities associated with x falling between minus 2.38 all the way to 0.78. So I'm going to add those up and try to paste it into Mathematica. I have to round it up to 3 decimal places.